National Football League.
Everyone just about settled in for some football here at Houston's NRG Stadium. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Here comes Williams on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Off the play fake, Burrow. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's another Bengals first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Bengal first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Burrow on first down. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now a give. It's Brown headed right. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This 42 yards from the right half. McPherson's kick is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Just kind of a confidence builder. That offense drives it down. Special teams does their job. And now the defense going to take the field with the lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on the route. C.J. was unique in that route. And that skill set has been a big part of his success. Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And 4th and 4 coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
He's got it at the 24. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Bengals all set to go for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And now they face 2nd down.
I can promise you that is a throw, and as a quarterback, when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Finds him over the middle. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. And he's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. The Texans have Jalen Noel at the ready. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. Looking to return from the 29. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. This Texans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Trying getting it to Nico Collins. So 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Stroud. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. And it's
tough.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
You got this.
And he'll try to hit this one well. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here.
Yo. Yo. You're so cool.
From the 31. Burrow now on 1st down. Dump off caught by his back. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Now the completion rate is strong.
Yo, what's up, brother?
You gotta imagine we'll start.
Thanks for stopping by.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs
Hopefully you
always
like
lead
the
to-
stream, man.
The cookie.
Really
FR.
means
2nd and 3 now.
the most to me that you stop by. How are you doing?
Brown quick on the draw here.
Hopefully y'all loving the content.
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Is everything going good?
Please shout out
Today?
me. I do.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Burrow on the play action.
Face fuchsia tongue out.
And he finds it.
Lol.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. They're in practice. But both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Shout out Alyssa as 84.
Play action here. Burrow. Complete out to the right. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The
Shout out to
Bengals
all
stretch their early lead to
My
9.
fans, and shout out to everybody that's
No
watching.
hesitation
I
on
really,
that throw. He
really,
got the guy he
really
wanted right away, and he
appreciate it.
got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great,
couldn't
Kate,
do
to
this
drop
without
plays and
you.
have all sorts of
I
different
really
options,
couldn't.
but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned.
Try.
And that's 6 in the end.
Tie. Tie.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals go up 10-zip here in the first. Now following the play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on.
You have college football 27.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
No, I don't have the college 27, but I do have the college 25.
This makes it up to the 25.
I'm going to get the college 27.
Offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Shout out to Ron Q8 Franks J.
Running it with David Montgomery. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Tie.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely...
Shout out to Adelissa as 84.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throwing is Stroud. This is reeled in down.
Tie.
And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
At the 47-yard line.
Bye ye guys. JK.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless.
Bye, bro.
That snap is an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Hopefully you have a blessed day.
Yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Third down, Bengals coming out in a dime look here. They bring Collins in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Into the hands of Dell. And he takes it down to the 33. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That stop made by Barrett Carter.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Stroud from the pistol. Into the hands of Schultz. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
after the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Stroud. Look at this, here he goes. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. We'll air it out on 3rd. And he's got it to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Tank Dell the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game.
Texans 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Burrow from the gun. Completed over the middle. Oh, he's going to be brought down at the 42. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
1st down from the 42. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week. Now Burrow. Short pass brought in.
down after he gets into the 48. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Burrow to the air now. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Brown on the inside give. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Texans get the football on the first turnover of the contest. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right? That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
The Texans are headed back to the field on offense, so we get a look at Tank Dell. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Gives to Montgomery to start the drive. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. David Montgomery with the touchdown.
You saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long, extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
Bengals 10.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. This one up to about the 27-yard line. That stop coming from Henry To'o.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Burrow setting to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Bengals first down. A gain of 7. First down, Cincinnati.
All set to go now from the 35. Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. It keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. And it's caught. Chase has it. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Bengals have a first down.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Here's Piron. Working a couple yards past the line as he's out shyer that time on the tackle.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's the pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. Higgins makes the catch. And taken down right along the 30.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Has it down close. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a 2nd quarter lead.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
McPherson at the point after. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Bengals push their lead to 3.
Texans 14.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Noel to return this. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Texans and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Tried to throw on first down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. So they're left facing third and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. That's complete to the rookie out of Iowa State. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Bengals, then running back Chase Brown, getting set to begin another drive here. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10. Burrow back to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
From the gun, a give to Brown. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
One play action here. Burrow throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. So it's second down coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. No work against the blitz. He's got it over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on third and short. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
And on fourth down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Evan McPherson.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Got his target, it's Higgins. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in the loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Here's Stroud again. On the out route, complete. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So once again, Kai Kroger out for the punt. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. First call here coming from the shotgun. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Burrow out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. He's a little bit up to the 21. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Texans are in the nickel. 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Texans offense getting one final possession before halftime. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is reeled in downfield by Schultz. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Stroud. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans tie it just before halftime. Tank Dell the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a 2nd home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans take the lead on that successful kick.
21, Bengals 20.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Burrow on 1st down. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. He's back to throw. Got a man, it's Gesicki. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. He creates space to take that shot downfield.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters. As we throw to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Run from Montgomery to start the half. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Stroud finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs from 37. Now it's Stroud on the keeper. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Back to throw, Stroud. Collins there to grab it. And this one doesn't go far. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bengals still out there and being looked at now. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. So 20 yards on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from the 43. Montgomery now up the middle. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Dax Hill up for the stop.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Montgomery. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
It's 3rd and
1. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Stroud on the sneak. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push their lead to 4.
Well, they'll take it. Some points to add a little to what's still a pretty small lead. Eventually, I think we all know they've got to find a way to reach the end zone.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal trying to miss the mark. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They'll run again with Brown. Escapes a defender. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Short pass brought in, and he's brought down after a short gain.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Texans bring out an extra DB on this 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Their punter making his way out now. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. We get in on the ground here with Montgomery. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Now we're going to have a break in the action. One of the Bengals in some pain. They're going to go out to look it up. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Man in motion here. Stroud off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And he's got a bunch here up past the 25 before somebody gets to him. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll be a 1st down Texans.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st down, Stroud. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't connect to a Tank Dell. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Stroud off of play action. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Again, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
The Texans set to punt. Kai Kroger is going to kick this one away. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Burrow gets it out quite quick. And he made a bid from midfield. field there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throw here, 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 8 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
And the Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from the 43. Straight ahead, it's Brown. He's still going at the 30. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
From the red zone now. A lot of mess on the move here. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Handoff headed left to Brown. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Burrow sending the throw. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Brown. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. T. Higgins, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
McPherson at the point after. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Bengals push their lead to 3.
Texans 24.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
No to return this. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. Hits the 20. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfect, perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it. Wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
Texans 31, Bengals 27.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
2nd down now. They need 7. Burrow out of the shotgun. Looking slant route, complete. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped, though, right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do. Trailing here in the 4th. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Burrow's going to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
New set of downs from 37.
Bengals are winning the Super Bowl.
And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bengals still out there and being looked at now. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Short pass caught by his tight end. Well, he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. This connects with Higgins. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First and 10 at the
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And this one does not go far.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Texans' 32-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Going play action here, Burrow. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll air it out on 3rd. And it's incomplete. It lets him bring up 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Big moment coming up for Evan McPherson on this attempt. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Kicked well, and this is good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
I don't think I'm alone. I don't think I'm the only one thinking about that earlier missed kick as that one sailed through the uprights. Now it's incumbent upon this team to find yet another way to score.
Things trim back down to a single-point, Brock, as they send this off and away. No to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Texans and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this 2nd half. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They go play action with Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
And Bengals with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
Rams are winning the Super Bowl.
On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling
The
his own.
Rams will win the Super Bowl this year.
And knowing when it's
But
his time
hopefully,
to take it himself.
just hopefully,
See how they attack this
the
first half.
Pittsburgh
From the
Steelers
45.
at least make it to the playoffs, at least. Because, you know, that's my favorite team. So hopefully the Pittsburgh Steelers make it at least to the playoffs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
So 1st down from the 41. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. The left side, caught by Higgins. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch. So give him, it looks like the 27 on that completion. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
The right side hauled in by Collins. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
All set now, 1st and 10. In the red zone on 1st. Bills caught. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow the lead to 7. Well, Brock, we don't see this often, but love it whenever we do. The fullback, the target on that one, and he ends up with 6.
You're absolutely right, Kate. You don't see fullbacks utilize that much, but man, when you do have a weapon like that, it stretches a defense so thin. Big time touchdown. Yes, by a fullback.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Texans grow their lead to 8.
38. Bengals 30.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Looks away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Short pass brought in. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Burrow. Catch made over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Throwing is Burrow. Dumped off to his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, Piron. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Burrow to the air now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
That's a gain of 6.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
That's the beauty of mixing up your play calling like a great boxer. You never throw the same punch. Throw some unique looks. And that jet sweep, highly effective at moving the chains.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Bengals 8 points behind. New set of downs for them from the 31. Now we'll give up the middle to Piron. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Here's Higgins for another grab. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
First down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Piron will not get past the line. He's held up at 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Setting up to pass. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Now to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked out by Marte Mapu.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
The Texans down running back David Montgomery getting back to work. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Line up the design keeper. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.